Hey Queens, I'm back today with another Coach unboxing from Amazon. So if you're interested in seeing what's in this box, then just keep watching. Hey, I'm Dre and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you know me, you know that I like what I like, but I am allergic to full price. If that sounds like you, go ahead and subscribe and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you know whenever I upload new videos. But let's go ahead and get into today's unboxing. So I have been waiting on this piece for like 3 or 4 days now, and I am so excited that it's finally here and that I get to open it up with you guys. So let's go ahead and get into it. So first and foremost, I want to say that this bag is one that I've had on my radar for a while, but I never quite wish listed it. And it wasn't until maybe a couple of weeks ago that I finally solidified the fact that this is a piece that needs to be in my collection. And if it is as nice as I think it is, it's also going to be one of those forever bags. So let me just start by saying that this bag is black. I've sold quite a few black handbags over the last year or so. And right now, I do not have a good black everyday like shoulder bag. So I thought this particular piece was kill 2 birds with 1 stone because it is large enough for every day, but it's also dressy enough to not be an everyday bag. And the other thing about this bag that I think is going to surprise both of y'all is that I opted for a larger size. So I'm trying to open this box right now, so just bear with me here. Like this was just delivered probably about 20 minutes ago. And again, this is a Coach piece from Amazon. So as you can see, it is completely factory wrapped. Y'all can probably already see what it is. If you know what this is already before me unwrapping it, put a black part in the comments. But guys, this is one of those bags that has just been really, really popular. And it's so funny that this is the one that I chose because this particular bag is probably Coach's most popular bag, period. And they have so many different versions or iterations of it. And the fact that this is the one that I chose, it's kind of surprising to me. So let me just go ahead and show y'all because I feel like I'm talking in codes at this point. So what I chose was the Times Square tabby. So let me work on getting all the wrapping and stuff off of here while I'm talking to you guys. But this particular bag, y'all know the quilted tabby has been out for a while. And I never even considered getting the quilted tabby because I have the Gucci Marmont Metalassi flat bag. And to me, they look very, very similar. Like they were too similar for me to invest in the Coach version, even though Coach is way less expensive and they had it in a whole bunch of different colors. I just thought it was too similar to a bag that I already had. And I wasn't sure if I would wear it. I wasn't sure if I would get my cost per wear. This one, however, I think will definitely be a good everyday bag. And I opted for the 26 over the 20 because I watched a few videos and I saw that a lot of people were saying that the 20 was too small, but the 26 was a little too big. And y'all know I'm not a big bag person, so I was really leaning towards the 20 until I saw Sabrina from the Hopeful Minimalist do a comparison. And I realized that I probably did need the larger size for what I want to use this bag for. Okay, so now that I've gotten most of the wrapping off of this bag, let's just go ahead and get a good close-up of it. So as y'all can see, it's made out of the Napa leather. This leather is super, super soft. You've got your gold hardware, your hang tag here on the side, a nice back pocket with a magnetic closure, no feet on the bottom. But I've watched a few videos and I understand that this bag will stand up on its own in case that's important. So we get on the inside, get this wrapping out. We can see that this first compartment has that linen, that really thick linen type of material, really nice. Then you've got the center compartment, like all of the tabbies. I really don't care for the center compartments. I never use them. It's not a deal breaker that it's in here, but it's just, I know I probably won't use it. Before we move on, I wanted to remind you guys that my free ebook is now available. It's called 5 Tips of Purchasing Pre-Loved Luxury Online. It's a quick, simple read designed to help you shop with confidence, save money, and avoid getting scammed. It is pinned in the comments. It's also in my description and it's in my bio. So go ahead and download it if you don't have it already. But the dust bag is here in this pocket. And then the back pocket, you can see the story patch here. And then there's like a little snap compartment behind there. So this room has plenty of space. Now, one of the things that I've heard people complain about with this bag, or maybe complain isn't the right word, but I've heard people voice concerns about the D-rings on this bag. Because they're not placed on the side, they're actually attached to this front flap here. And you see this leather strip sewn on, I guess, to kind of stabilize it. But what I'm hearing is because this is a larger bag, you can really fit a lot in here. And when you attach this shoulder strap to these D-rings, the weight from this bag will pull down and will cause the edges to cave. It will cause the edges to kind of curve up and the center to cave in. I don't really think that's going to bother me, but that is something to consider if you don't like that. But this bag does have 2 shoulder straps, so you got an adjustable, detachable crossbody strap, and this has 7 adjustments. 7 must be Coach's magic number. And then you have the shorter, and this is what I will be using most, is the shorter shoulder strap. Love, love, love this shoulder strap because you've got your leather piece here to like be on the shoulder, so it's going to be more comfortable than the chain strap. But then it still has leather woven into the chains here. You can see Coach on the side of the rings that attach the strap to the chain. You have your Coach branding here as usual. Coach branding here on the side of the buckle. And you got your hang tag here. And y'all, I think the Times Square tabby is the best tabby that Coach has come out with. And it's for a couple of reasons. First of all, I much prefer, I think, the north-south over the east-west. It just feels like even with the smaller tabbies, you can get more in them with their tall versus wide. The other thing that I like about this bag is that I think the strap is an improvement on the original strap. I like the original strap on the quilted tabbies with the woven leather, but I do know just from my own experience with similar bags like that those straps are not that comfortable if you weigh the bag. If you put a lot in the bag, it can get kind of heavy on your shoulder. But with this one, because it has leather in the center, I think that will mitigate that issue. But then you still have the chain strap with the woven leather in, so it's not taken away from like the aesthetic as far as a bag being dressy if you need it to be, but it's also going to be a more comfortable strap than the original tabby. The other thing I like about this bag, and I think Sabrina, the Hopeful Minimalist, mentioned this too, and as soon as she said it, I was thinking she was spot on with this. This bag really is giving Chanel to me. It's giving like vintage Chanel. Y'all know how like on those vintage Chanel bags, the quilting, once it gets old, it deflates and it kind of looks flat. Like Coach purposely made flat or deflated quilting, but it really reminds me of an old vintage Chanel flat bag with the way this quilting is. So I think for me, this bag is going to be more versatile, and it's really just a better bag than the original quilted tabby. Does that mean that I will never get one of the original quilted tabbies? Absolutely not. But if I do get one, it will probably be in like a really fun color. Because if I was going to try to get something that I wanted to wear like for every day, I would probably veer towards the Times Square tabby. And I'm already looking at this in the Merlot color. So that is all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to come on here real quick, show you what I got, and tell you why I think this is better than the original tabby. Comment down below and let me know what you think about the Times Square tabby. Thank you again for watching. And don't forget, if you're going to get it anyway, you may as well save a few coins. Talk to you later. Bye.